I also wondered this, Mike, and I'm just spitballing this, but I wanted to know, this is prior to Lamar Jackson this past weekend, but I assume the job is now his. If I'm Jacksonville, I kick the tires on bringing in Joe Flacco. It's an upgrade, a steadier presence, a better quarterback, got playoff experience, no drama with him. Is Tom Coughlin going to be the head coach next year? So I don't know. What do you think of those thoughts?
Well, I like that. I mean, I kick the tires on anyone other than Blake Bortles at this point. And last year they had plenty of options at their disposal, and they chose none of them. They chose to stick with Bortles. This year there are going to be fewer options, and one of them is going to be Joe Flacco. And the thing I like about Flacco, but I also don't like this, when Flacco has a bug up his butt, he plays better. Now, you'd prefer that consistency and you play well all the time. But back in 2012, when he thought he was being disrespected, he went all in, bet on himself, won the Super Bowl, got the big contract. And then earlier this year, when he was healthy, he was playing well because people were talking about how Lamar Jackson's going to take over. So if you give him a chip on his shoulder and you send him to Jacksonville, maybe you get one or two really good years out of him before he gets complacent again.
You think Coughlin will coach that team next year?
I'd be surprised if he does. I don't know. I think that there's going to be some changes. The change they made to offensive coordinator a couple of weeks ago, that's not, hey, last-ditch effort to try to make it to the playoffs. I think that's an effort by Doug Marrone to blame somebody else for something that ultimately falls back on him. Can you think of another team that had everybody coming back, everything looked like it was pointing up, and it's like an entire top-to-bottom organizational exhale where they forgot everything they had to do last year to get to the point where they were a Final Four team. Like after they beat the Patriots and went to 2-0, I think they just wanted to fast forward to the postseason, and they just completely lost their way. And Doug Marrone is the guy day to day that's in charge of making sure these guys are on the right path.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.